So today I thought we'd do a little chill, cozy video, just me and you hanging out together. I'm gonna show you what it is exactly that I carry with me in my small minimalistic camera backpack. You know, for those days when I just want to get some good shots without having everything on my back. And this bag it's tiny, and it packs some cool things that I think you're gonna like. Anywho, this is the bag right here. As you can see, it's a sling pouch, so I can look really trendy with it while I get them shots, and I like it. It's not small, not heavy, and it's good. So if you open it up, we can just dive right into it, not wasting any time, you know, and good for the retention. All about the YouTube, you know. The first thing that you're gonna see is the camera, and the camera that I carry with me in this bag is of course the Sony a6700. This is my small hybrid camera and I absolutely love it. What I'm filming on right now, this is the Sony a7 IV. I use it a lot, but when I want something just more simple and it takes up less space, this is my go-to. So it's perfect for that bag. Now personally, I'm a huge fan of this camera. As a hybrid camera, it's pretty sick, and I've done multiple videos on it. Now on it, as you can see, I have a lens attached. This is the Sony 16 to 55mm f2.8. You can see it here. This lens right here is by far one of my favorite Sony APS-C lenses. It's such a workhorse. I know it's a little bit expensive, but for what it can do, it's super good. I've enjoyed it a lot. Now, if I were choosing today, then I might maybe be more inclined to this lens right here. This is the Sigma 18 to 50mm f2.8. It's absolutely fantastic. It's much smaller, so let me just show you here. As you can see, it is a lot smaller. The girth on it, it's also a lot less, so it just takes up less space. And I maybe would be more inclined. I have not done side-by-side tests. I'm not sure totally how they are against each other, but this one, the Sigma, I've used it quite a bit now and it's great. Now, the reason it is not in my backpack right now, I don't own it. Sigma lent it to me, while this one I have. And this one is, I like this one a whole lot. So this is my little setup. And in my big camera bag, as you saw maybe in that video, then usually the lenses are separated. Maybe I have one lens on, but I usually carry maybe one or two, at least or often two more lenses, and wide angle and then like zoom. But since this is my minimalistic bag, then this is the go-to. I can go wide, I can go like fairly cropped in too, and it's just an all-around workhorse. Like it a whole lot, and it just sits on my camera a lot. Now I do own other APS-C lenses, but for this camera setup, it's not there. Now, another thing I could also mention that could be a little dilemma, and some of you might be wondering if you're gonna pick this, or should you be picking this camera right here, the Sony a7C II. This is a beautiful and a fantastic camera, almost the same size. I've done videos on comparing both of them, and it is fantastic. But again, I don't own this. This one was lent to me by Sony, while I do own this camera right here. And I think, you know, because I already have a full frame here, that I'm probably just gonna have this in my camera bag if I had the two. But again, this one is great, but this one is also great. But which one is better? Oh, I have to watch my video to find out that. But not yet. Don't click away yet, because there is more here that I think you're gonna like, or I know that you're gonna like. Very interesting. Maybe some Icelandic elves and stuff like that. Keep the attention going, you know? There are so many cars driving in. I looked at the chauffeur there, angry. It's best to give people a little angry look when you're not happy with them. Yeah, that will teach him. Now the next thing that I do carry with me in the bag is the microphone. This one here, the small microphone from Sony. Cannot remember the name. I think it's like ECM something something Sony, with all this fantastic name. Sony, how about investing some money and making names that are like pronounceable and easy to remember? But again, this one is super good. I have the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. Since I got this one, I haven't used it. Like maybe the sound quality is a little bit different. I'm not sure it's better or not, but this one takes up just so much less space. It looks much less, you know, the space, the Rode Pro Plus is so big, but this one is not, and the quality is nice. Now, next to what you will see is a small drone. Now, I am I'm really a fan of aerial photography, so I try to keep with me a drone all the time. Like many of my best photos are aerial photos, and I love to have a little drone with me. Now this is my old DJI, what do you call it now, Mini 3. So this is not the newest Mini 4. You don't always have to have the latest, greatest. That's just the companies trying to sell you things. You know, that's like the whole business model, releasing things all the time. I bet they probably have they could probably make a better versions, but they're gonna keep them like releasing them, dripping down the features for us for years to come. So we just have to buy them and stuff like that. Of course do that. But anywho, this one is great. I like it. Now in my backpack, I have the Air 3, which is a fantastic drone. That's I've enjoyed this a whole lot. I mean, when I got this drone the first time, I sold my Mavic 2 Pro, which was then like the newest Mavic, because for like being a content creator and a full-time content creator within the photography niche, this was like all I needed. Like, sure, there were times where I was like, oh, I wish I had like a better drone with me right now, but the ratio between how portable it is and how light it is versus what it can do, it's really good. And then of course you need to have like a remote if you want to fly the thing, you know. So I have this remote here. Great little combo. Now in the top of the bag, I have some really fun, cool stuff right here. And let me see. Now, before I share with you guys what exactly is in this roll-up top, then as many of you guys know, then I'm deeply passionate about photography and content creation. And to share this passion even further, I've finally decided to make a weekly newsletter that dives into photography insight, content creation, and of course, the business behind being a full-time creative. Now, each issue will be filled with practical tips, inspiring stories, and easy to implement strategies, simply just to help you grow. Basically, just all the things that have worked for me and I believe will work for you too. So my friend, whether you're looking to unlock your creative potential, level up your game in photography or content creation, or simply turn your passion into a profitable venture or business, then I think that this newsletter might be exactly for you. Anywho, it's totally free, and in the description you can find a link and you can click it and then you can subscribe. And it would honestly mean the world to me. And by the way, there are no strings attached. You can unsubscribe whenever you want if this is not your, cup of tea. But I do have a feeling though that you're gonna like it. Anywho, what do I have in the roll-up top? So I like the roll-up top a whole lot, and in here, in this setup, I carry with me this here. This is a filter box set, and in it I basically have like some step-up rings so I can use it on the lens here, and then also a variable anti-filter. This I do appreciate from time to time, especially when I'm filming. An A6700, it's a hybrid camera, so I film and photograph with it, and a vari-angle anti-filter. Vari-angle, do you say it? No, variable. Basically, you can change it like this, and I like it in a running gun scenario. And I have the Nisi True Color anti-filter, if anybody is interested. And then, of course, I have some mist filters. I have mist filter here. I even have mist filter on this little camera right here, the Osmo Pocket 3 and this A7 IV. But I do have some mist filter with me too, as well, to get that extra, glowy, beautiful feeling, which I like so much at the moment. Now, one more thing I have in the roll-up top. And the roll-up top, like for being this small of a bag, the roll-up top is quite big. So I might even put my rain jacket there. I can roll it up and put it there easily, no problems, if I'm on that day. But I do have this here. This is the tri-charger from my friend Peter Lindgren. Very nice. It keeps my batteries in one place. I can charge them there. Plus I have my SD card. So this replaced battery charger, and I had my SD card here. Very nice little product. Appreciate this one a whole lot. And in the description, because this is my friend, I'll leave it there too. And yeah, honestly a sick product. Anywho, what do I have more here? I do have this part here where you can open here. And here I usually keep with me keys to my homes. I know, very exciting, but there is something more. So look, we have here, open. And what I always keep with me when I'm out and about is at least one of these here. Should I put a drum roll here? Is this so exciting? So one of these here, a lens cloth. I just love having them with me, especially if you're photographing in rain. This is mandatory. And then I often have one of these, but I just forgot to have it here. I think it's at my home and I'm in the studio at the moment. Now, if you're wondering exactly what camera bag is this that I'm holding, then I've actually made a video about the bigger version. This is exactly the same as the smaller version. And in my opinion, it's by far the best camera bag that I've ever tried. However, the chances are that you've probably never heard about it. But if you want to do, you need to watch this video next.